Hey everybody, welcome back to Money Mastermind, talking big money rants here, big money rants here. So, another question that keeps on popping up, especially from the Democrats lately, it's why the rich are getting richer. Why are they getting richer? So, there's a concept that's known in the wealthy world called leverage. What is leverage at first? So, I don't want to get into the definition because it might go over your head, but I do want to provide an example. So, as you may know, I'm actually in aircraft maintenance, and I freaking work on tough ass bolts, tough ass screws sometimes, where sometimes they get stuck, and it fucking sucks pulling them out. So, the way I use it, or even at times when I'm trying to put a bolt in, there's always a torque that you have to put in. And I remember back in England, we had to rebuild a hub for our helicopter, and one of the torque values is actually like around 400, 500 foot-pounds or something like that. We had to ratchet strap that shit down and fucking get a torque wrench and fucking get like 2-3 people to fucking even turn that bolt to even be close to torqued. Or even just like removing the shit, it's just like you have to be able to get a lot of people to pull on it, as well as a lot of room so that you can pull on it so that you can actually get something off. That's what leverage really means. So what leverage really means is that you're using something to leverage your effort. So instead of relying on your own strength to pull something off or to torque something, you're using a breaker bar, you're using a fucking ratchet, you're using a fucking bigger ratchet even to pull something off or torque it, like a torque wrench when you're torquing something. So the idea behind leverage is that you're using another resource or another person's kind of instrument so that you can become wealthier. The wealthy people do this all the time, even the Trumps. If you actually look at their balance sheets and actually look at their company's value, you'll see a lot of their money and a lot of their assets are backed by loans, backed by some kind of effort from another person. They barely own anything. They probably don't own everything. They probably got a loan on everything. But even then, having a loan on something that will make more money in the future is a way to wealth. I give it to you in this way. If you ever heard of something called margin in the stock world, it's literally just putting more money in your investments, as well as using the brokerage's money to put in your investment. Now it could go bad, but if it goes right and you actually do the risk right, then you make a lot of money off of it. If you do it within a businessman's risk, then you can make a lot of money off of it. So what are the different types of leverage? There's OPR, OPM, OPT, OPK. OPR, other people's resources. OPM, other people's money. OPT, other people's time. OPK, other people's knowledge. OPR, you got to rely on some other person's resources to make yourself wealthy. Hey, I see you have oil at this place. You mind if I have a cut of the slice so that from my efforts so that I can make some profit too? Sure, why not? Other people's money. Hey, I want to buy a home. Hey, let's look at your credit history. Okay, your credit history's good. We'll give you $1 million so you can buy a house, or we'll give you $200,000 to buy a house, or we'll give you $100,000 to buy a house if you provide a down payment. Or even, oh hey, I can't get this done during my time frame. Can you do this for me? Absolutely, I can do it. I'm freed up. You can do it. That's OPT. OPK. I have some people that come up to me going like, how can I invest? How can I get my retirement set up? That's OPK. You're relying on other people's knowledge so that you can pursue your own goals. You have to rely on leverage at that point, because if you rely on leverage, it can make you wealthier. I can't remind you the amount of times I've seen leverage used properly. Robert Kiyosaki, during the financial crisis, he got a loan for $300 million to purchase real estate. I've seen Hank Paulson, or even Henry Paulson, whatever the guy's name was. I can't remember who it was, but he sold the markets, and he made $1 billion off of the stock market while it was going down. George Soros made $1 billion off of shorting the British pound. Made it off with a lot of leverage from that. Or even Sir John Templeton, using margin, using a loan from a bank, he managed to make a lot of money from investing in the markets, especially when it was on the downside and upside after the Great Depression. Use other people's resources, time, money, knowledge. It'll work for you, work wonders for you. That's it for Money Mastermind's Big Money Rant. I'll see you next time. God bless.